Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing it okay. Today I wanted to talk about something that can be seen as controversial or slightly hateful that I've thought about over the years, and something that I know gay men and women and bi people and trans people have thought. And I used to think that it was close-minded, but I've come to the conclusion as I've gotten older that it's not as close-minded as what I think, so hear me out. What I wanted to talk about is basically people outside of the LGBT community on their own going to gay bars and gay nightclubs. So my problem with it, and many others that I've had conversations with has a problem with it, is not the fact that, it's not just the fact that it's people that aren't like us in our place. It has a bunch of many factors. So I'm not at all going to deny that LGBT acceptance has become better over the years, but there are certain communities and just certain households where it's not okay. So for someone who is gay or bi or trans, whether they're male or female, going to a gay bar or a gay club is our way of expressing ourselves with no judgment, and that's something that we accept and love, because obviously we're all different, obviously, because we're all different personalities and human beings, but we all have that same want to just express ourselves. And, you know, obviously straight people have problems too, but they never have a problem when it comes to their sexuality and fitting in society, because in this world, being straight is the norm. There's no arguing about it. It just is the norm compared to a gay person or a bi person. So, um, so when our clubs and our groups are full with straight people, even though they are gay friendly themselves and they are going there as allies, I'm not going to say that they're going there to cause harm or to cause trouble, because almost every time they're not. It still is a problem because it makes less space for us, because we need that space. Um, we need some place where we feel like we matter. Um, like there are different clubs out there that cater to different cultures and different races. So I know that there's like clubs that's not strictly for black people, but it's got strictly black culture, and they celebrate black culture. And then I remember there was this club that was all about Asian culture, and that's amazing. They should have that thing for them. But we also need the gay clubs and the gay spaces majoritarily for us. So basically, the moral of my thinking and story is that unless you are invited to a gay club or a gay bar, I would advise you not to go, because it is not strictly and historically back in time your place. It is a gay guys, gay girls, bi people, and trans people space, because we needed that space. And on a separate kind of side tangent, for someone like me who is very much single and have pretty much been single all their life, but we want to find someone, it's hard enough in society, even as straight people, to oftentimes kind of get together and find love, but it's even harder for the gays, because there's not as much of us in society as a whole, so that makes it harder. But then when people are coming into our spaces that don't almost have our permission, it makes it harder for us to find love. For example, I went to this gay clubbing place in Nottingham. I think it's called Pink Fusion, something like that. It's near the tram lines. And I'm getting to a point where I'm feeling slightly, a tiny bit more confident than what I used to be with talking to guys and saying that they're hot, basically. And, you know, sometimes they'll say, you know, mate, that's not for me. Or, like, there was this one guy that I was, like, dancing with, and we were, like, kind of getting along well with. He actually saw me first and was like, do you want to dance? So I assumed that, that he was, like, interested in me. But then he went up, but then he told his girlfriend or wife or whatever to come, and then he, like, snogged her in front of me. And I just remember feeling really, um, a little bit annoyed, because I was like, you just asked me to dance, and you, like, I think he winked at me as well. So he gave me signs of, like, that he was, like, emotionally and maybe even physically interested, but then he turned out not to swing for my team. So I think this is why I'm making this video, because of that experience. So, to clarify, if you've been invited by someone who is gay, bi, lesbian, transgender, I would advise you not to just go to a gay club just because. So, that's it for this video, guys. I'm sorry if this, like, hurt people's feelings, and I can get both sides, I really can, but it's just how I feel, and it's how many people in this community have felt. So, if you agree or disagree, feel free to message me in the comments. I'll link my Twitter account bios, one for this channel, one for the Jordan Stutebacks channel, and just my overall social channel down in below. But if you like this video, obviously give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week, guys.